Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay guys, good morning. This morning is the time for us to talk about cooking oil prices. Since the beginning of October 2021, the price of cooking oil in Indonesia has increased significantly. Based on the data from the National Strategic Food Price Information, data.id, the price of cooking oil on October 7, 2021 has reached over 15,000 per kilogram. What's even sadder is that the price of cooking oil in early January 2022 continued to soar, reaching over 18,000 rupiah per kilogram. The price of branded package of cooking oil also reached a higher price, which was over 21,000 rupiah per kilogram. So what caused this? What's the reason behind this? The high demand and decreasing supply of cooking oil resulted in scarcity and increase of cooking oil price in most regions in Indonesia. Meanwhile, cooking oil is one of the most needed commodity for Indonesian people. Therefore, the scarcity of cooking oil is very unsettling, especially for lower middle class people. People are starting to wonder. They are starting to wonder about the causes of the price and the scarcity of cooking oil in Indonesia. Now, the reason for this meeting is to talk about the factors affecting the scarcity of cooking oil and what we Indonesian government should do to solve the problems. Now, I hope everyone will share their opinions and let the discussion begin. Now, the reason for this meeting is to talk about the factors affecting the scarcity of cooking oil and what we Indonesian people and Indonesian government should do to solve the problems. So I hope that every one of you will share their own opinions. So, anyone want to share first? Okay, you, Santri. Okay.
Okay, in my opinion, the increase in cooking oil price has something to do with the COVID-19 pandemic, which has created unrest experienced by all countries in the world. Meanwhile, the need is increasing. In addition to the pandemic factor, unfavorable weather affect the cooking oil production process. Therefore, the existing limitation affect an existence of cooking oil, and this is where the high price start to rise.
Okay, thank you, Santri. That's a good opinion. So, anyone else want to share? Okay, please go ahead.
I agree with Santi
Mm-hmm.
because reporting from CNBC Indonesia, Executive Director of the Indonesian Vegetable Oil Industry Association, Hasnaga explained the reason why crude oil price in the world soared. He said that the demand for vegetable oil was increasing after the policies related to the COVID-19 health protocol began to loosen. But on the other hand, world vegetable oil production fell 30.5% in 2021 and disrupted the supply of crude oil for other refined oils. And I think the solution is hoping for COVID-19 to disappear and this pandemic no longer scaring us. Okay, that's for me.
Okay, thank you, Lenny, for your good advice and your good opinion. So, anyone else want to share? Okay, Rizky, go ahead.
In my opinion, there are some areas that have a dwindling supply of cooking oil. Everyone must have experienced a big problem about the price of cooking oil progress supply. I believe that the government has taken the right step, but there are some people who do that on purpose. And I want to give the solution about this problem. The government must regulate the supply of cooking oil in its region. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rizky. Now, Debbie, your turn. Please go ahead.
In my opinion, the current scarcity of cooking oil can occur due to the lack of production capacity of the producers, so that the amount of circulating cooking oil is very limited, while the people's need for the cooking oil is very high. And what must be done to overcome the scarcity of cooking oil is to increase the production capacity of cooking oil, to increase the amount of circulating cooking oil.
Okay, thank you, Debbie, for your opinion. So the one who hasn't told their opinion is only Nora and Layli. So, any one of you want to share first? Okay, Layli, go ahead first.
Yes, in my opinion, about the cause of the scarcity of the oil, one of them that about the price of the vegetable oil that was rising, then the government was launching the B30 program, then the process of distribution of and logistics. Then, in my opinion, about solving this matter was we must avoid market intervention that is carried out outside the market location. So, because it will cause more the moral hazard, then for the government must optimize the function of the market, so that is must do as perfect as possible.
So, thank you so much for Layli. And this is only Nora and me who hasn't expressed opinions. Okay, Nora, go ahead.
In my opinion, one of the reasons for the skyrocketing cooking oil price was due to an increase in world vegetable oil price. Russia, Ukraine were raised fears of a global shortage of vegetable oil. This is because Ukraine is one of the countries that produce sunflower based vegetable oil. The extent of war can disrupt sunflower oil troops in Europe and beyond. If the supply of sunflower oil is disrupted, it almost disrupt global CPO demand. This caused the price of palm oil to soar after the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
I think everyone has their own solution and opinion, and all of their opinion makes sense. But I disagree. I disagree with some of them, and maybe I agree with some of them. And my opinion is one of the main factors why the cooking oil prices increase is because of the crude palm oil prices are increased around the world. So this doesn't happen only in Indonesia. the problem doesn't happen only in Indonesia. So given the condition, I think the government must create a more effective policy to address the current problem. And for the second solution, the government must make a strict regulation to anticipate the manipulation and misuse of power committed by certain individuals. Okay, that's my opinion. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for your opinions. I appreciate all of those a lot. And I think this is the end of our discussion. Let's close our discussion. And now we have reached to the final solution proposed by the Indonesian government. So Indonesian government proposed a solution. The new Minister of Trade, Zulkifli Hasan, he held a meeting with several cooking oil company owners or their representatives. So he urged or encouraged them to keep distributing cooking oil in all of regions in Indonesia. And he also urged them to start producing in simple packages in conjunction with the premium ones. And he also added that Indonesian government make a new regulation according to cooking oil purchase. So everyone who wants to buy cooking oil needs to do a QR scan on Peduli Lindungi app or show their ID for the record purpose. So this regulation is created to prevent the manipulation and misuse of cooking oil purchase. So everyone in Indonesia can only buy 10 kilograms of cooking oil every day. They cannot buy more than that. So that's why every store or shops needs to apply this regulation by having all the consumer to do the QR scan or to show Indonesian identity card to prevent the misuse of cooking oil purchase. So I think the end of our discussion. Thank you so much for your coming. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you so much for all of your opinions. And we can only hope that one day the cooking oil crisis will be solved as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.